Sales cycle personality is all about matching the sales cycle with your personality. I can't tell you how many times people have got this wrong. Some of the people who I've known are being paid so much money now were being paid so little because they were selling a product or a service that was not linked to their personality. So let's touch on this because this is a really important element for you to be able to get more awareness and modify your behavior if necessary, your thought process, or just be aware and appreciative of the situation and how long something might take or why it's happening so quickly, because both are very, very relative. So let's talk about the first one. So this is all about matching your personality with the sales cycle of the solution that you're selling. And what we're doing here is talking first and foremost about the short sales cycle, the one call close, where a client says, right, does it come in blue? Well, if I can do it in blue, can we move forward? You know, that type of salesperson, it's never going to be a long-running salesperson, never going to get a lot of clients coming back to them when they're that interactive and that speedy. That's not what we want. But short sales cycle can still be absolutely critical to be able to reinforce the reason to move forward. So remember, a short sales cycle, as we've identified, usually requires a decision on the first or the second call. It's a very quick, there's very few decision makers, and it's not usually a large amount of money. And these traits that usually come with a short sales cycle is self-reliant. I just want to work on my own. And then, perhaps you're a person where you don't have a lot of patience, you want a quick decision from something, you're not a team player, perhaps you're a team player but you don't want to get involved in the team process to be able to sort of control and advance something forward. You want to be able to advance it forward yourself. These are all traits that link to a short sales cycle because you're going to be asking a client for a quick decision. You don't want everyone else involved in the process. So look at this and look at the actual exercise that we've incorporated into this plan that gives you the ability to score yourself on these elements and then actually calculate that score at the end of it to get a better understanding of where you are. We'll go over at the end of this sort of mini lesson plan what that exercise is. But again, look at these and start to identify and ask yourself questions. Have I got high energy? Do I have little patience? Do I like instant gratification? These are the elements that are all linked to a short sales cycle. If you have these traits and you're working with a team of people that are involved in helping to progress a decision for a client, and if the client has 4 people that are involved in the decision-making process, takes 2 or 3 years, then you might not be very happy because your energy level and your focus and your ability to have pay attention is all based on short-term gratification things. And there's nothing wrong with that. It just means that you're linked to something that's taking longer, so that you're being slowed down. When you're being slowed down, it doesn't make you feel so good if you want to be sped up. So this is what we're talking about, matching yourself appropriately. It's really important. So let's look at the opposite to this, which is all about solutions with a long sales cycle. As I've shared with you already, long sales cycles involve building long-term relationships and reinforcing people who are not just the decision makers but the influencers, the users of the product. All of these elements come into play. Then you might have a team of people. You might have an engineer, you might have a graphic designer, an IT person. All these people are involved in getting the proposal ready to present to this person or these people in order to move forward, and the financial decision is going to be large. So that's where you need to have your thought process and your character traits that are linked to that, because usually people that are involved in this type of sales cycle are more patient, they're team players, they like to build long-term relationships, and they're process orientated. They're focused not so much on the result, but what's the process to get to the result. So modifying your behavior if you're in a long sales cycle to be more appreciative of these elements, I've seen people do it. But more importantly, if you can't, then at least you're aware of why you might not be overperforming, and start to sort of readjust and change your skill set appropriately. This is all about professional selling. This is all about getting the results that we know are there for you to get, but reinforcing and giving you an understanding of awareness of your own character before you jump in to start to focus on getting to the next level in sales. Matching your sales cycle, matching the sales cycle with your personality is absolutely a key. Look for the exercises coming in next and we'll go over it.